Hello, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Please ensure to like, share, and subscribe. And also click the bell notification in the top right-hand corner to be made aware anytime I upload tutorials or videos to YouTube. All right, let's craft together. Hey guys, today we're going to be doing a design that is very popular right now, and it is the t-shirt design with the positive. I'm pretty sure you've seen it somewhere and probably wondered how to do it. So there's plenty of video tutorials out here. I'm going to walk through the process today. So you're going to have Canva Pro in order to do this because you do have to save your design as a PNG with a transparent background. And so Canva, the free version of Canva, will not work for this project. Okay. So that being said, we're just going to do a custom size here. And we're going to do inches. I'm going to make it the standard 8.5 by 11. And we're going to create our design. All right. Now, this is an app that we're using for this project, which is called TypeCraft. If you've never tried it before, then TypeCraft won't be displayed here on the bottom left. But if you haven't used it, you just click on app and then you'll just type in TypeCraft. And there it is. And that's what it looks like. And you'll just click on it. When you open up the app for TypeCraft, you're going to have 4 areas, and then you're going to have this big edit shape down here, rectangle. So the first thing you're going to see is you're going to see the text, and this is the text that is in our shape down here, TypeCraft 123. And then you have a drop down for what fonts you want to use, and there's plenty of them out there. And then you can also add a style, and then you can also change the color of your text. Everything that you do in these areas will be depicted here. And then when you're happy with what you have, then you will click on Add Element to Design, and it'll pop it over here onto our canvas. Okay, so I'm going to be using the word goddess. So I'm just going to type in goddess in capital letters. And then we're going to come down to our font. And I'm going to find a font that I want to use. I think I like this Compote 123. I think I like that. I also like that Cubeo 123. All right. Oops. I like that one too. Okay. So I'm going to make up my mind. Y'all know how we are when we're crafting. Sometimes we spend too much time on trying to decide fonts and stuff like that. I'm going to go with Dragon Ink Trap 123. That's what I'm going to use. The decision has been made. Okay. And then I'm going to go with this a pink color, kind of pinkish color here. All right. So everything that I've done here up top is shown here. Okay. We typed in goddess. This is the font for that goddess. We didn't do any style. And then we have our color, and all of it is shown here. Now what we're going to do is we have these little pointers, and we're going to be using the one on the very bottom left, the bottom right, and the one in the very center. Those are the only ones we're going to be changing. So basically, if you take these and you move them around, it's going to change what your text will look like. Okay, so if that's what you wanted, you would just click on that and then you would tell it to add that element to your design. Okay, but we're not going to do that. We're just going to click on reshape. So if you make a move at any time and you mess up something, all you have to do is just click on reshape, reset, reshape, or reset shape. Okay, and it'll fix it. All right, so what we're going to do is we are going to drag I don't know why this looks like it got super small, guys, right? Let's go back up. Da-da-da-da-da. Okay, we won't worry about it. Okay, so here we have our goddess, but again, we're going to actually bring this down, just straight down on the left. We're going to drag that pointer on the right straight down, and we're going to drag the pointer in the center straight down. And just kind of gauge it, guys, to look at it to tell if it looks, straight. So you're just going to have to pretty much eyeball it. And then once you do that, you're then going to bring the left inward. That's going to give it that kind of slant that we're looking for. And you're going to do the same thing on the right. Make sure they are kind of lined up, and then the center. Okay, and that looks pretty good. And we're going to click on Add Element to Design. And it pops it over here. And I can see right off the bat that that side is a little bit lower, it looks like to me, than the other. And it's a little too tall for me. So we're going to go back up, and it's going to look weird. Okay. I'm I'm just not happy here. I don't know why this jumped down. I'm going to go back, guys, cuz it really did some wonky stuff. It should have taken it back to my, you know, size that I had, but it didn't. So I'm going to start back here. Now I can't remember which one I had. Maybe I'll see it and be like, okay, that's it. And it could be the font. Could be too big because that looks really large right there. So let's see what that looks like. Okay. And then give me my pink color back. All right. So again, we're going to drag straight down on the left and right, and then in the center. All right. Looks pretty even to me. Minus right here look like it could be down too far. You're just really eyeballing it. We're just trying to make our height, um, increase the size of our height. Now we're going to come inward, guys. We're going to come inward on the left and the right to kind of give it that slant. And once you get that, you're going to drag that middle. And I think that looks good. We'll know here in a minute. Okay. Maybe I had it right there. Okay. I think that's good. All right. And then once we get it like we want it, we're going to click on Add Element to Design. And it's going to bring your goddess over to your canvas. Now we want to keep it centered. That's going to be important. And I'm just going to drag this out like that. Like so, like that. And we have it centered. It does look too big to me, guys. I'm going to go in a little bit. And again, I'm going left, right, and center. Because it looks kind of long. I think it's the text that I'm using. And then I'm going to click Update Element. All right, so that's a little bit better. All right, so once we get that, guys, we're then going to take and um, we're going to add in a blur, a black blur. So we're going to come over to Elements, and we're going to type in black blur. You can see I played around with black blur before, and I'm going to select See All. All right, once we get that, I'm going to go with, let me see which one of these I want to play with. I want the darkest. Oh, that's too dark. Let's go with Mm-mm. Okay, that one might work right there. All right, so we're going to bring this up and I'm going to actually flip this because I'm going to open it up some and then you can make this as wide or however as you prefer. But I'm going to take this and flip it because I want the darkest on the bottom. So I'm going to go to flip and flip horizontal. And then I'm going to come up to Goddess and I'm going to line it to where it is like sitting, like Goddess is actually sitting on the black blur, if that makes sense. Centered. And I'm going to bring this out a little bit more. Okay. And we want to make sure that our black blur, I'm right clicking, we want to make sure that it is sitting on top of Goddess, and it is. Okay. So this is Goddess. When I click on it and go to layer, you can see that I can bring Goddess to the front, but I don't want to because I want the black blur on top of Goddess. All right. So we have that on top, just like we want it. All right. So now that we have that, guys, we're going to duplicate Goddess and we're going to bring it down and we're going to bring it inward so that we can kind of get that little slant going like that. And then I'm going to have Goddess to where it is sitting like on the very top part of my previous Goddess. Okay. And then we're going to duplicate our blur and we're going to bring that blur down to again where Goddess is like sitting on top of it. That one too low. There we go. All right, so that looks good. It looks like they are beginning to kind of line up slanted there. We're going to go ahead and we are going to copy or duplicate Goddess again. We're going to bring it down and we are going to again drag the bottom to make sure that we are bringing it inward because we want it to give it that slant appeal. Okay, and we can have it kind of sitting on that previous Goddess. We're going to go ahead and duplicate our blur and we're going to bring that one down again to where it looks like Goddess is sitting on it. Looks good. We're going to do the same thing, duplicate your Goddess, bring it down. You want to make sure that the Goddess is kind of sitting on the very top part or the neck of the previous Goddess. And then we're going to duplicate our blur. And again, we're going to bring that down. All right. So there we have it. We have our Goddess and everything looks good. So we're going to, this is where we have to save this or share this as a PNG with a transparent background, guys. So we're going to go share and download. We're going to select transparent background. This is why you have to have Canva Pro. And we are going to go ahead and download this. All right, once we get that downloaded, we're going to come over to uploads on the left hand side and we want to grab that one that we just made. You can see I played around with it previously. So we're going to upload and we're going to grab that file and bring it into Canva. All right, we're going to go ahead and put that on our screen. And actually, I'm going to go ahead and move this down. I'm going to put another page. We're going to work from a second page here. Okay, I'm going to delete that. And I'm coming down to my second page and I'm going to add our Goddess. And then I'm going to clear out some of this white space because we don't need it. All right, and we're going to get that centered on the page. Then we're going to duplicate this. I'm going to right click, duplicate. I'm going to bring that down, and then we're going to flip it horizontal. All right. And there we have our completed design. We're going to group these together. I think I got some white in here. Go up just a little bit. I don't want any white showing when I connect them. See if I can get it lined up. All right, so there we have it. And we're going to now click to bring them both together. And we're going to right click and group. And now we have our completed design. Okay, so we can make the background whatever color we like to make it. Click off of that. And there we have it. I don't want to make it too big to where it goes out. So there's our design, guys. And you can now bring in, you just want to make sure you keep it centered. So let me make sure I get my centered on here. I think I had it and just didn't realize it. Plus my thing is black, so I can't really see. I'm going to change this back to white for just a second. And I'm calm now. Bring it in just a little bit. There we go. All right, now it's centered. We can turn that back to black. And then we can take and we can go back to uploads. And we can add our image on top of our goddess. So I'm going to come down and find an image here. I want to try this one. Rahel. So I'm going to click on edit photo and remove the background. And then we can bring that in. And let's take a look. There we go. All right. So that is how you can create the all the rave design in Canva that actually initially had positive on it. You can make it say whatever you want to make it say. You can make it as small or as large as you want to make it. We're limited here because we're working on an 8.5 by 11, guys. But you could definitely, play around with it so that you get it all inside of your thing here. I'll bring it up a little bit. I think that looks good. There we go. And now we can take a look. And there it is. All right. So that is how you can create this design using the TypeCraft app for it. Again, you will need Canva Pro because you do have to save it as a PNG with a transparent background. Okay. And let's just take a look here. You can change your colors. You don't have to keep it black. You can go with whatever color you so choose with it made like that. Oh, I like that. Go girl. You go girl. All right, guys. So that's it. If you have any questions, please chime in the comments on the process. Um, if anything wasn't clear, try to make it as easy as possible. And that's why I did the duplicate the goddess and then the blur and then the goddess and the blur instead of putting several goddesses on the screen to kind of get you confused. But yeah, that's it. That is how you create this design in Canva, having Canva Pro and using the app TypeCraft. All right. All right, guys. I love it. I hope you all liked it. And if you're currently in my Facebook group, Candoris's Cricut and Creative Crafters, I want to thank you guys so much for following me via Facebook. If you would like to join my Facebook group, again, it is Candoris's Cricut and Creative Crafters. All you have to do is just in the description of this video tutorial, just click on the link for my Facebook group, agree to the Facebook group rules, and we'll get you in. It's just that simple. All right. If you're currently subscribed to my YouTube channel, I want to thank you guys so much for subscribing to my YouTube channel. If you like my method of teaching, you're seeing me for the first time, and you would like to subscribe to my YouTube channel, please do so. The more the merrier. Yeah. All right. So, again, guys, if anything wasn't clear in this tutorial, then please chime in the comments and we'll work it out. I promise you. Promise you we'll work it out. Let's take a look at one more design on here. I'm going to change this. This is fun, guys. I didn't think I was going to do this design, but I did. I did. At first, I was like, I'm not doing that design. But, you know, stranger things have happened. So we're going to take her out. And let's see if we can get the background off of this one. So I think that'll be dope. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. I think she's dope. All right, goddess. All right, guys, that's it. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. If you, again, have any questions, please chime in the comments. All right. All right, guys. You know, my motto is each one reach one so that each one can teach one. And you guys have an amazing day. Bye.